brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Pats coming up next.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On second down, Calhoun. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now the try here for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. And that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, Pater bailing now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught. Smith busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got Smith here. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 9. Jackson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here he is is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rumbling past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Calhoun. And he stopped immediately there. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Robinson's got it. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a give right side. Calhoun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Jordan. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Jackson now. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there, looking to pick up some steam, generate some steam right now, down on the scoreboard and struggling a bit.
And sometimes you have to find it from places you don't ordinarily get it. Not necessarily just going back and throwing the football. Maybe use your legs a little bit. Maybe rely on some teammates, get the ball in their hands. Anything to try and generate a spark. But bottom line, he has to play a lot better.
Yeah, he does. He's got the 2 INTs and the 1 touchdown pass so far.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. Brad Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hill. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, good move. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a...
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Sanders on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Smith.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Again, Jackson.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Let's get this.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Fights him off. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
2nd and 2. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sanders' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once.
And got his man complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Chris Godwin
in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job. You get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Chris Godwin
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So 1st and 2nd down with the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the left side. Calhoun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Patriots.
For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Extra point attempt. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Jackson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now it's Jackson. He's got Smith here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Jackson. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Hill. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami set to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A strong running. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down. Yeah,
true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Dolphins now down by 9. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what you think's going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
New England's offense set to go.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick is there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 6. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.